The clampdown of movement in Zimbabwe's biggest cities, Harare and Bulawayo, has already begun. Security agencies set up roadblocks on all major roads leading into the CBDs. Mass gatherings and demonstrations are set to be met with force.
I want to warn the organizers of this ill-fated demonstration that our security services will be vigilant and on high alert to appropriately respond to their shenanigans.
The demonstrations have already been banned and declared illegal by government, citing restrictions on mass gatherings due to the ongoing coronavirus. Demonstrations of such a nature have often turned violent as police clashed with protesters. The president has described the intentions as tantamount to terrorism.
The planned insurrection of 31 July 2020 is connected to the violence and destabilization that opposition elements have fomented since 2018, including the 1st of August 2018 violence and the 14 to 16 January 2019 violent disturbances which led to the loss of lives.
Activists and opposition parties have continuously accused President Mnangagwa's government of failing to deal with corruption. But analysts believe this time there's strong internal forces within his own party which are calling for drastic political reform.
It's very clear that the nature of the crackdown, the nature of the clampdown on civil and political liberties vis-à-vis the 31 July protests is more internal than external. You would know that the main opposition, which is the movement of democratic change led by Nelson Chamisa, despite supporting democratic forces who want to exercise their civil and political liberties, is not at the forefront of this thing. But ZANU, the kind of panic, the kind of threats that they are issuing, but also given the Politburo meeting where they brought the Director General of the CIO to talk about fissures within ZANU or people who try to undermine Mnangagwa or want to topple Mnangagwa, tells you that what we have are more elite contradictions within the party, differences within ZANU, which is a securocratic underleanings, which makes ZANU-PF fear. Because the people who took over power from Mugabe are fundamentally a securocratic group. So it is those differences within that securocratic group that makes the state or the faction belonging to President Mnangagwa panic.
Others believe that government is intimidated by the momentum the anti-corruption movement has, accusing the government of being afraid of a restive population.
But my challenge with African governments is that whenever there is a cause of disagreement with their citizens, they use coercion and force to enforce their will. Now this to me, it means that our government lacks confidence in itself. Because if they were confident in themselves and if they believe that the popular mandate, there is no need to put the nation in a state of emergency as they've done. So it actually exposes their weakness, because the coercion and the force they are using to impose their will on the citizens in order to prevent a demonstration, it exposes their weakness.
The Harare Magistrate Court had denied bail to journalist Hopewell Chin'ono and Jacob Ngarivhume, the leader of Transform Zimbabwe, ruling they would continue to incite violence by promoting the July 31st demonstrations. But it seems the detention of the pair has failed to deter those invested in the protest. Noma, Bolani, SABC News.